So a lot of you are dying to know what is next for Bitcoin and Ethereum. 4 days ago, we called the dump to 47K. 7 days ago, we called the top in gaming cryptos on this big green bullish candle is exactly when I call for the dip in gaming cryptos. And so a lot of you are waiting to know what this channel is going to say. That's right, this channel specifically, because the other channels out there, they ain't going to tell you shit besides it'll go up, down, sideways, or inwards. And so on this channel, you know that you're going to get a real opinion, a real bias, and I'm going to tell you how I see it, whether I'm right or wrong. So I'm just going to break down what I see happening. Ethereum, guys, and so this is going to be a quick video, guys. It's going to be more of a prediction than it is going to be a technical breakdown, right? Actually breaking down the technical reasons behind it. I'm not going to do that in this video. I'm just going to draw what I think the future will look like. And I think it's going to look somewhat like this in Ethereum, right? And I think it's going to look somewhat like this in Bitcoin. So I'm going to draw it right here. I see sideways to lower price action here in Bitcoin, with maximal upside up to 52K. Ethereum, I see it looking like this right here, with maximal upside to around 4,300, give or take some points. So that's what I see happening next. I see Ethereum coming back down to 3,800 as the next move, and I see Bitcoin coming down to 46K, 44K as the next move. That being said, I'm not saying it's going to happen in the next 30 minutes. I'm not saying it's going to drop there in a straight line. As a matter of fact, it's very possible we go sideways before making the move down. Does that make sense? And so I just want to make sure that we understand that, because you got to realize, after having a massive dump, it's very normal to get, just go sideways and get very boring, right? So, for example, massive dump, it goes sideways for a few days. Massive dump, it just goes sideways for like a week. Massive dump, it goes sideways to lower, right? And so this sideways to lower is what I expect as of now, but like I said, with maximal upside to 52K, right? Which is lower highs and lower lows. Does that make sense? So I'm saying the highest I think this lower low is going to be is 52K. But the overall direction of Bitcoin, in my opinion, is still sideways to lower. So expecting Bitcoin to come back down to 46, 44K. The whole point of this, right, is to understand the movement pattern. So we come out of a massive dump. You're getting obviously a dead cat bounce. And so to me, there's not a lot of steam and momentum behind this. So the power of this move, the momentum, is going to wane, it's going to fade, and it's going to roll back over and lower. And that's how you know it's going to go sideways to lower with minimal upside. Does that make sense? So it's a directional bet I'm making, sideways to lower. Does that make sense? With minimal upside, right? So that's what I see. I do expect Ethereum to come back down to 3,800. Now, if you watched the last video and you picked up on the pattern that we've talked about, which is when you set when you have a massive dump, 90% of the time you come back down to that low and retest it. What you have to understand about this one is this was such a massive dump that to say it's going to go back down to this low with a 90% probability is not necessarily true, okay? And so where it actually has a 80 to 90% probability of coming down to is 3,800. In my opinion, you have a 80 to 90% probability of coming down to 3,800. That is your next support, in my opinion. Besides, obviously, yeah, this is support right here, but like I don't think it's gonna hold overall because there's not much momentum here. Does it make sense? So this is your retest that has an 80 to 90% probability of happening. This retest back down to 3,500 has a lower probability, or it's going to take longer to happen. Meaning, right? So we're going to go sideways to lower, in my opinion. But we could still kind of chop up and down and overall still be downtrending, right? So this one, right, to get back down to 3,500, it could take like 3 weeks. Does that make sense? So if we break 3,800, I do think we'll go back down to 3,500. It'll take some time, in my opinion. Does that make sense? So maximum upside, 4,300, sideways to lower. Does that make sense, guys? That is a clear blueprint as to what I think is going to happen. Does it make sense? I'm not saying it's going to go up I'm not saying it's going to go down. I'm not going to say it's going to go sideways. I'm saying it's going to go sideways to lower with time here. Does that make sense? And I'm not saying it's going to go up. Does that make sense? So most channels out there, they'll tell you, hey, it could go up, it could go sideways, it could go down. Okay, I don't tell you that it's going to go each and every way. I just tell you the truth. I think it's going sideways lower. Does that make sense? So it's going southwest. Southeast, fucking dumbass. So, yeah, that's what I see, guys. So a little messy, a little weird because I'm not breaking it all down technically. But, guys, when you trade the market every week, you begin to feel the energy and the momentum of the market. And so this is what I feel in the market, is that this pattern, this trajectory, and that's my drawing of the future. So sideways lower there, sideways lower in Bitcoin, although I do see more upside in Bitcoin than I do Ethereum. Does that make sense? So if I'm wrong, and if Ethereum and Bitcoin skyrocket, we will see that. Does that make sense? We will see if I'm wrong. And that's the difference between my channel and other channels. As other channels tell you, it can go each and every way, inwards, outwards, sideways, upwards, outwards, fucking whatever way. I just tell you the way I think it's going to go. If I'm wrong, we see that. If I'm right, we also see that. Does it make sense? And we know I'm right way more than wrong. So just understand, right, the direction is lower, but you can still go sideways before going lower because that's a common thing. When you come out of a massive dump, everyone's on edge. The market's still undecided, and that's why you get this sideways price action, right? So, you know, you got to understand the market could get a little stale and boring here overall, but I do expect that overall, you know, the directional move is lower. All right, so that's my breakdown there, and I hope that is helpful for you. So, yeah, not crazy bullish yet. If I get bullish, I will let you know. And if you want to, you know, get updates, you can follow me on Twitter at Trading Crashes. And if you want to trade this upcoming market movement, sign up at crashtrading.com and enter the same exact trades with me. Now, my trades are pretty fucking awesome. All right, you can see I shorted the exact top in Bitcoin. On November 11th, I shorted at 69K, right? Look right here. Right here. November 11th, Bitcoin short closed out for 32.7K profit. I still think it's way more likely we dip some more from here, but I am sick of trading right now. Right, so November 11th was the literal top in Bitcoin at 69K, right? November 11th, the top in Bitcoin. And I closed my short for a $32,000 profit because I was sick of trading. It was a long trade. I was holding this short for a while, right? And so, I mean, if I would have just held that short, guys, holy fuck. This short, when I shorted the top at 69K, that would probably be worth over, I don't know, at least $400,000 profit if I just held this trade, I think. Obviously, I didn't. But yeah, guys, if you want to jump in trades like this, you can sign up at crashtrading.com. Join the coaching program where I tell you exactly when to enter the trade and exactly when to exit this trade. So, guys, that's your breakdown today. It is not the most technical, right? I'm not breaking down RSIs. I'm not breaking down all these technical, you know, factors. I'm just giving you my opinion and my prediction. So, obviously, we know my opinion is pretty damn good usually. So, you know, finally, guys, before I end off this video, I just want to take the time to show some of you guys who are new to the channel that this is not the first call we've made. It is not the last call we've made. And I want you to know that I've got your back, at least to the best of my abilities. I'm going to have your back on this channel for these dumps. Because if you look at the screen right here, you can see these blue arrows I've drawn. And these are all the calls I've made. So, for example, May the 14th, May the 13th, see this candle? This exact candle at 52K, I called the dump to 39K. Okay, and if you think I'm BSing you, you can go back and watch my channel 6 months ago, predicting the 2021 Bitcoin Ethereum crash. You can see I was getting no views on my channel. I think I had around 1,000 subscribers on the channel at this time, right? So I was getting 200 views per video. This video blew up. This video is what put me on the map, was calling the Bitcoin crash because every single person in the world thought that we were heading up to 80K, 100K, and everyone said this was a double bottom and to buy the dip. I was one of the only people who called this crash or said it was going to go lower, while everyone else said that this was an easy dip buy and it was all going to be good. So, guys, you can go back on the channel. I'm not BSing you. 6 months ago, you can watch that video. The next call we made, you know what I mean? Right here. See this one? The day before the El Salvador dump, guys. Okay, 2 months ago, guys, go back. Okay, Bitcoin crash price prediction. This was a cocky ass fucking video, guys. If you don't like cocky people, don't watch this video. This was the cockiest video I ever made. Listen to this shit. Holy fuck, was this cocky? This video, I believe, will be a masterpiece because today I am coming out to say publicly and boldly that Bitcoin is going to crash, and it's going to crash soon. Right, so look at this. Bitcoin was at 51.6K. Okay, and I circled it, guys. I circled the top before it happened. I think this is honestly, I think this is my best call ever right here. All right, this call was better than this call. It was better than this call. It was better than shorting the 69K top, in my opinion. And it was on this exact candle, 51.6K. We hit a high of 53K before dumping in the El Salvador, went official with Bitcoin, right? So you can watch that video right here, September 6th, right? Well, look at the chart, September 6th, right here, September 6th, the literal top right there before the dump, and you heard how cocky I was right there, man. So I think that's my favorite call just because of how cocky I was going into that one. I was just so sure of it. That was an incredible call in my opinion. Obviously, shorting literally at 69K. I literally posted that on Twitter, made 33K there. And then this one, 4 days ago, saved a lot of people on that massive dump there. So, guys, I just wanted to show you some of that because I know a lot of you are new to the channel. You haven't seen all these calls, man. And I'm honestly, a lot of it has to do with luck. You know what I mean? A lot of this is luck. To so accurately nail this shit this year in 2021, it's been incredible. You know what I mean? Like, look at that. This candle, to short the literal top at 69K and to call the dump to 47K on that candle. Like, guys, nobody out there, nobody has done it like this. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be cocky, but it's almost unbelievable. Like, I even have a hard time believing that we called these. It's amazing. And I feel blessed to have been able to call these correctly. So I'm not right 100% of the time, but at the end of the day, I'm better than any other channel you watch. And so call it cocky, but I've got the facts, I've got the evidence, I've got the real-time calls, I've got the real trades, I've got the student success guys. Okay, like, who else is doing it like this? So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this brief little, prediction. It's not the most technical, but it's exactly what I think is going to happen. And so, I don't tell you it's going to go each and every way. You get a real authentic opinion here. I'm not an objective commentator like most people out there, right? That's what drives me crazy. Every channel out there, they're just objective commentators that say it could go any way and blah, blah, blah. Get a real opinion, get a real viewpoint, and you'll find that on this channel. So subscribe if you enjoyed this video. The next time we break down Bitcoin Ethereum, I'll make sure to, break it down more technically. But I just wanted to get this quick, straightforward video out for you guys. So, guys, I look forward to training with some of you. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. And don't forget to follow me if you want updates on Twitter.